What's happening? Alright, I traveled all the way back from New Orleans from NAIC. Wanted to give a quick recap of my entire season because it's the first season where I really tried to go to as many regionals as I could and try to see how many points I could possibly get. Well, I ended up with 312 championship points. Now, the three ways to get there are going to be challenges, cups, and then of course regionals and ICs. Well, for challenges, here's all the ones I went to where I placed. So the most you can get is 60 points if you get first at 4 of them. I ended up going and getting third place at 4 of them, which was only 40 points instead of 60. I stopped chasing those because they are super hard to get. You have to be the only one in the room to go undefeated. And a couple of those third place, we were a bunch of 3-1s, and I just got the short end of the stick and got third place instead of first or second. The next tier of points is going to be cups. Now, cups you can top out at 200 if you get first place at 4 of them. Now, my top 4 cups added to 172 points. 2 first, a second, and a third. So that wasn't maxed out either, but I really wasn't worried about it because I wanted to see how I was going to do at the regionals because that's where you get the most points. So between regionals and ICs, I went to a total of 7. 6 regionals and the NAIC. Now, I did not day 2 at one of them, so obviously I did not get that many points. There were 3 of them where I did good enough to top 512 at 2 of them and top 1024 in the other one for a total of 100 points. Now, only at the Atlanta Regional did I have a chance to actually day 2 on the last round. Lost my winning in. Should have played Jamming Tower for the Guardy matchup. I didn't, but that was my best regional to date. So that is how I got to 312 points. I definitely learned a lot. First thing is you cannot tech for every single deck. Pick the top 3, tech for those. Anything else, just play better than your opponent and hope you don't run into the one matchup that is not good for you. That would be the best advice I can give because a lot of people said the same thing to me. But now I want to go back to just the NAIC, show you what I played, show you why I played it. So let's go to the deck list. So at NAIC, I decided to play Flareon with Leafeon. I decided to not use the Sylveon because I didn't think it needed it because Grimmsnarl was going to be huge. Plus you have Dragapult dropping damage counters and Leafeon's second attack hits for 230 and heals 100 damage from each Pokemon on your bench. So that was the main reason I went with the Leafeon. And it hits Grimmsnarl for weakness so I can one-shot it. Now, how many Grimmsnarls did I hit over the weekend? Absolutely 0. So the whole point of me playing the card, I didn't hit one of them. Should have hit at least 1, probably 2. Did hit a couple Dragapult, hit a couple Gardevoir. Definitely ran into a couple Raging Bolt. And I even hit a Charizard Dragapult that me and my opponent Joe had a great time. He ended up beating me on game 3. And I also met a whole bunch of other people over the weekend, either during my matches or just running into people. I even ran into Baylor, who used one of my lists from Crustle, Iron's Thorns, and he got to day 2 and did absolutely awesome. Nice job there, bud. And it was nice to meet everybody else that came up to me. But now, back to the list. So the whole point is to use Flareon to charge up a secondary attacker, where it even could be Wellspring Ogerpon, Flareon, Terapagos, or even Mew EX to copy any attack you want. Of course, with this list, everybody played 3 Crispin. Not 2, not 4, every single list plays 3. Now, because all of our attackers are going to be Tera Pokemon, you have to include the Briar to try to do the 1-2-3 route in the prize trade. Let Flareon take 1, then try to counter Catcher, because we do play 2 of them, something else, and then try to counter Catcher Briar, a 2 prizer, to actually take 3 prizes, assuming you're going to get knocked out and they only have 2 prizes left. Now, in order to hit those big numbers, because we can only hit 280, there is 1 black belt training to try to hit that 320 number 4 Dragapults. Now, one card I think I went a little too crazy on because I was expecting a bunch of Watchtower was 3 Area 0. Don't think you need 3 right now because not many people are playing it. I did run into 1 and I did have the stadium, so I was able to bump it without a problem. And you can see my energy count does play to grass because I really was going all in on this Leafeon. Not hitting a Grimmsnarl really was a huge disappointment. So there are some changes I would make to this list going forward through the Destined Rivals format. So here's the list I would have liked to take. So now the first change I would make is I would go down from 2 Leafeon to 1 Leafeon. I would take away one of the Area 0s and go down to 2. And I would add in an Ultra Ball and a Noctowl because they are so vital to this deck. In the beginning, it's easy to get them because of Fan Rotom, but towards the end, if you prize one and they haven't bumped your stadium, there's no way to get them out because we usually use 2 on turns 2 and 3. So now I want to go hit the ladder, use this new version just to see how it's going to play on the ladder. So let's go hit it and see it in action. All right, Badoo. All right, well, we can always knock out Badoo. Let's see how many Hoothoots we got. We got Fan Call here. So we want definitely a Hoot. Ooh, let's see what we got. I can go get I got 1 Noctowl. All right, so we'll just go with 2 for now. So Hoot. We're going to put this down. And I'm going to start playing my items here because we know what we're going to get Badooed. So we're going to go grab this one. Cool. We are now going to go grab this one. Cool. So now I got Flareon. And then do a boss. Because I'm going to get Badooed, I'm going to go get Mew. Boom. And there it is. Cool. No items in my hand. I played all of them. We know we're going to get Badooed. I've got a free retreater. I've got Mew down in case I get Iono down to 2. Let's see what they do. We're set up pretty nice. Now, I have a choice. Well, I could find the crystal. If I don't find the crystal, then I don't have a choice. I just Fan Rotom. Okay, here we go with Grimmsnarl. Alright, so what I'm going to end up doing here is... Do I take out... I just take out Badoo? But I think I want to take out Badoo, not with Fan Rotom. I'm going to go with Crispin and Crystal. Now, if the Crystal's not there, that'll be different. Yeah, Itchy Pollen. Okay, figured that was going to happen. Alright, so there's Latias. So now, let's put this down. And let's go see what we got. We got Crystal. Yes, so Crystal. Definitely Crispin. Need that anyway. Is the Crystal there? Yeah. So let's do this. Let's go put this down. Put this down. We will now go Crystal or Crispin. These two. Keep this. Put this down. Gotta put that down. Gonna retreat. Alright, now. I'm gonna get... Do I want... I think I want to get it right away. So let's go get... Yes. Okay. What I want to get now is gonna be Ultra Ball with the stadium. So now I can put down the stadium. It opens it up. I put down Latias. And now I can restart Countercatcher Iono. Do I want to get it yet? I don't think so. So we're going to Burning Charge. Because I think I'm going to want to Iono. We're going to get 2 of these. Put them here. And now we're good. Alright, so now we took the 1. Now we just got to go get 2 and then 3. There's another Hoothoot. So that's going to go down. Let's see if they get the Grimmsnarl. Alright, so at this point, I put down the Hoothoot. I could get rid of the Countercatcher in my top deck to get me the Leafeon. And then I can use Flareon. I don't think I Iono at that point, unless they do something here. But if they don't do anything, there's no way I Iono. I just keep getting myself set up. Because the fact that I used the crystal already... Okay. Yeah, we just bench... we get rid of that, which is good. Because now I just need a Night Stretcher and I can get a Hoothoot, a Noctowl back. Once I get down. Oh, they are going to counter catcher. Are they going to counter catcher the Noctowl? And they do. Okay. So since they did that, I do need an energy. So I am going to just Iono. Because I need an energy. Now they're going to Night Stretcher. Badoo. So they're going to try to go back into Badoo. Alright, so they put Badoo down. And now they research. Alright. So now they got a fresh 7 cards. Here comes some Frostless. Going to do some damage. Yeah, I think I just Iono. Hopefully I get an energy. And take it from there. Because Grimmsnarl is coming out next turn unless I replace the stadium. I can actually get rid of the Hoothoot and counter catcher. To at least go get Leafeon. And then Iono. Alright, Hoothoot counter catcher. Boom. Go get Leafeon. It's in there. So at least Leafeon goes down. Now Leafeon could also use the first attack. Not yet. And now I Iono. Or actually, let's see if the next one is an energy. It is not. It is Briar. So now Iono, which is fine. That Briar goes down to the bottom. Because I just need an energy, which I got. Cool. So energy. Put down the Gravity Mountain. Most importantly. So what we'll do is we do have damage there. But I can't use the... Alright. So, because I need the water energy here. So, let's 130. Get the water. That's the only one I need. Yes. On to Leafeon. Now Leafeon can start doing 230 every time. And this was the reason it's in the deck. Here we go. There's another Flareon. Now, if they come up with Badoo, that's okay. We're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping on all this damage. It's going to wipe it out. Now, here is a problem. Is I'm just going to have to keep attacking with Flareon for the time being unless I can get another energy to get it out. Or a Turo. I wonder why they came up with Morgrem. Unless they have a way... Well, they have no damage to fling over. Secret Box. There you go. Alright, Secret Box. They're going to replace the stadium one more time, probably with Spikemuth. So they're able to go get it. But now I only have to knock out Grimmsnarl twice. So now the key is here. Am I going to be able to move Flareon? Or is Flareon just basically going to do a 130 and... which is not what I want to do, because then Monkey Dory can shimmy 30 back. They can start taking prizes. Alright, so there they go. They got the research for later. They got the Spikemuth down. There's their free retreater. That's not Badoo. Now they're going to counter catcher, probably Leafeon. Because that's what they're going to be more scared of. But the good thing is, unless they take out, like, Latias. Yeah. Okay, they're taking out Latias to get some damage. They're also going to take out Fan Rotom because Frostless and their extra 30. So they're actually taking a 3-prize turn. But then I'm knocking out their only attacker. That's it. They got Grimmsnarl. They're going to punk up. They are going to take 3 prizes. And neither of which... Actually, no. This is weak. So, yes, they are going to actually knock that out for good. But then Leafeon's going to... Oh, my gosh. Another research. 2 turns in a row, they got to research. All right, the good thing is, I think Leafeon at this point is going to take this knockout. And unless they put another one down, they're going to be in trouble. Even though they're taking 3 prizes. They're going to counter catcher again? Okay. And the fact that they're going to 3 prizes also matters. They were able to get one down. All right, I really got to Iono them if I could find it. My other one. Well, let's see where they put the damage. Because now they're only taking 1 prize. Unless they don't put it on Fan Rotom. They don't. Okay. So they're taking 0 prizes because I'm about... Alright, so now I just got to find the black belt. Oh, there's the Iono, which I don't want to use yet. Or do I? Let's get rid of these 2. To go get... I don't need the Ogerpon. I'm going to send that back down to the bottom. And let's Iono so I can get 4. Because I need the other energy here. I need any energy except fire. Yeah, fire is the only one I didn't want. So what we're going to do is just hit it for 460. Yes. And heal everything on the bench. And that's the key. Boom. Everything's healed. Now, I did Iono, so let's see what they got. Were they able to get a Grimmsnarl? Crispin. Crispin's going to help because now I will be able to 2-shot with Flareon. And they just conceded because the Iono, they missed it. Worked great. 1-shot Grimmsnarl. Why didn't I face one at NAIC? Alright, Monkey Dory. It is Greninja EX. They go first. So, oh wow, they already got the dark energy on Monkey Dory. Now I could go to the Terapagos. I could just punch the Monkey Dory, but they're just going to shimmy it back. What's the point? Alright. What route should I go here? I can't use Terapagos' first attack. Can't use that on your first go around. I think I just set up for next turn. Alright. I know I said I wasn't going to punch it, but Ogerpon, Wellspring might make sense here. Alright, so we're going to put this down. And then we're going to go Fan Call to go get... Let's see, we'll go get Eevee. This... Because I got, what, 1 Hoothoot? Now I've got 2 Hoothoots and a Noctowl. I've got Eevee. Hoothoot. And now... Let's see. Do I put the energy on? Because we know what we're going against. Or do I punch that? Alright, we're going to punch it. And, alright, what we're going to do is go here, do this. And we are going to go get a Flareon for next turn, or something to put down. We'll go with another Hoothoot. Why not? We'll go with another Hoothoot. Because now I got 3 Hoothoots. And boom, I've got 1 Noctowl. Yes. Now I can Crispin. Okay, that actually really worked out well. So we will go get Fezandipiti just in case. Why not? We can now Crispin these 2. And we will go with boom. And now hit it for 70. And yes, they are going to be able to chuck some back. But I think I'm good to go because with this Noctowl, I can get Boss. Oh, wait, hold on. That changes everything. That definitely changes everything. And now they got Max Belt. They've got to switch Adrenal Brain because they can only hit for 172.20. Of course, they're going to fix this math all because I did hit it. Oh, they're going to put it on Terapagos, which is kind of doesn't make sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense is because Terapagos is weak to fighting, so they're going to knock it out anyway. All right, so now they got their 1 card, and now I get to go. So what I'm going to come up with is I'm going to do it for 130 because they can't hit. Now that they messed that up. Wow, and I do have a boss. All right, so before we do that, we're going to I want to boss that up to get that out or punch this one. I think I want to punch this one because it's going to take me... Oh, wait a minute. Because if I Noctowl for... All right, what we're going to do here is restart for an energy. Okay. Because now I need 3 cards. That is not one of them. All right, let me see what I got here. All right, I can always get Ultra Ball. Okay, one of the cards, because I need 3 cards. Yes, let's see if they're all there. I need Tera Orb. Yes, Crystal. And Gravity Mountain. So we'll go get these 2. So we'll get the Gravity Mountain with this. Boom. Okay, Gravity Mountain goes down. Can now get rid of the Noctowl. Okay. I can go get the Noctowl back to go get the other pieces. Boom. Because now I have... I guess I could have got Tera Orb instead. Yes. To go get this Tera Orb. Boom. Here we go. We've got this. We've got it. Boom. Get Tera Orb. Get Flareon. And now I have another Ultra Ball in order to get the other Noctowl later. It's not what I need. But we're now going to do... Boom. Hit it out for 280. One-shotting it. Yeah, they probably have an Iono or something, but... or at least a research, probably. But we've just taken out their only attacker. That's the key. Let's see what they got. They probably got a research, is my guess. Lacey. So, Lacey, shuffle your hand, then draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, you get to draw 8. So they only get 4. Okay, Fezandipiti. Alright, let's see how we're going to do this. Alright, so they got Artisan. I kind of need... I need my Area 0 back. So I could start putting everything down. I think that would be the best bet. Alright, Area 0 plus a switch. Area 0 plus a switch. Plus I've got Crispin to go with Terapagos. And if... I think that's about it. Alright, so they're Adrenobraining. I mean, it makes sense because... Alright, but now I'm actually going to hit one out here. Counter Catcher's not going to work. Alright, so let's... Crispin. We only get... Alright, so that's... Because we only grab 1, we don't get to use it. I've already used the crystal. I would need a switch. Alright, so let's do this. Boom. Gonna have to get a Super Rod too. Alright, so let's go get Noctowl. Got the other Noctowl. Alright, so we're gonna need a switch and a Super Rod. Here we go. Did we play? Where's the switch? Yes, I hope it's in there. I did not check. Switch and Super Rod to get back some energy. How much energy is in there? Yeah, 3. Alright, so we'll do this. We will switch, then retreat back. Okay. Super Rod some energy in. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Super Rod some energy in. I can now put that there. And then hit for 130, taking a knockout and putting blue and water. Let's just put water or just the just the grass. Yeah, just the grass here. In case I need a Crispin again. I do only get 1 prize card. Okay. There's the other water. Okay, we got it. Froakie. So the worst they can do is 170. So they're not knocking me out. And I could just... I mean, at this point, I just punch it for 280. Yeah, I think I just punch it for 280. And that's if they find an energy. If they don't find an... Okay, they did find one. Frogadier over there. I'm going to have to save this boss for the last attack. Or I should just boss, and then I can counter catcher later. I've got boss and counter catcher. Right now, like, only boss is available, but... All right, here's the problem. I don't have much here. Ah, another counter catcher. All right, do I boss and just take the 2 prizes? Yeah, but then counter catchers are not going to be active at all. So that would be bad. I could Mew. All right, so what we could do is this. And do I just take it? Because they're going to go 3. Yeah, here's what we do. We're going to boss. I'm going to take the 1 prizer. And I'm going to be able to go do 130. And now putting these 2 down. Putting both on Mew. Now I have 2 attackers ready to go. With the counter catcher. That is the key right there, is that the counter catcher is active. And there's more energy. Wow, did I prize a lot of energy or what? All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so all my energy is right now on the board somewhere or in my hand. All right, there's no way they can take 5 prizes before I take 2. All right, so 170. Or, let's see, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2. Can I take 2 prizes? No, they don't have it. So, or do I just do 170 and grab what I can? Oh, I think so, because we also have resistance. Yeah, and then I have... Alright, so I think we're good. We're going to go get... We're going to Artisan, and we have a Noctowl. So we're going to Artisan for the Hoothoot. Now I've got a Noctowl down. And we're just going to genome hacking. Yes. And now, 340. Oh, we win the game. I forgot about they're weak. No, I don't need to search for a card. That's the game. I forgot they are weak to Psychic. And that is the game. And Ogerpon was prized the whole time anyway. Didn't even know it. That was a good one, though. All right, what do we got here? Chi-U-E-X. All right, so they're weak to water, so we'll actually, yeah, let's get that down, this down, and now we can actually go get our double Hoothoot with a Noctowl. Yeah, we'll do it that way. We're gonna go straight for it. And that's it right there. Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Because now I can Crispin or just use my crystal and then get something else down. What was that? I can't tell. Pokeball. All right. Apparently they're using a lot of gold cards. Sure. Don't know if they're using... There's a Squawk. Okay. We've got this. And... Did they get rid of 2 rare candies? No, just the 1. Okay. Mezagoza. Alright, the cool thing with Mezagoza is now I can save a Nest Ball. I honestly don't need to do anything. I can just crisp into this. And save my Noctowls. And if Mezagoza pops heads... I've got it. And now Jealousy, Singe, and that kind of stinks because they took the one I wanted away. All right, cool. Let's figure this out. Mezagoza. And Tails, of course. Okay, so now the question is, all right, do I want to just Crispin, but then all the energy goes down and I don't get to... All right, so what we're going to do is, yes, we're going to go and we're going to go get a Nest Ball. And I'm going to use this already. Because we're going to Nest Ball into the other one. Yup. We'll go get it later. We'll do this. We will put the energy back in. Retreat. Because I actually will get 3 prizes. We'll put the Gravity Mountain because it's not going to matter. I can actually Crispin now to... the Eevee here, getting out these 2, and put that down. I've got the fire for next. We're not going to do it now. We are going to Torrential Pump. I actually get a knockout here, and yeah, of course. And we're going to stick it there. Boom. 3 prizes. Okay. And it's a Charizard, and we've got weakness coming soon, so I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup right now. There's Black Belt. And, yeah, there it is. So they were not feeling good. They kind of saw the writing on the wall there, taking 3 prizes turn 2. All right, so there you have the recap of my 2025 season NAIC deck that I played, the changes I would make going forward, at least through Destined Rivals, and it worked pretty well. You just got to know what you're doing, and totally forgot about the weakness there against Greninja EX, but it worked out anyway. That's it for me, and I'll see you next time.